this prize was instituted in 1817 by Ward Nicholas Boylston. Part of the stipulation of the prize is that you be judged by a judge from each of the three speaking professions. And that means an academic, I represent that single person, a member of the clergy, and this year we have the Reverend Luther Ziegler, who is the Episcopal chaplain at Harvard University. And we also have Owen Chen representing the third of the categories, which is the bar.
And the sea, crimson, sometimes like fire, and the glorious sunsets, and the fig trees in the Alameda gardens.
Qui pires refereser gaicit nuntius ibis, piliada genitorili mea trestia facta, degeneremque neaptolemum neraramento.
Is it not monstrous that this player here, but in a fiction, in a dream of passion, could force his soul so to his own conceit that by her working all his visage wanned, tears in his eyes?
Look, York, I stained this napkin with the blood which valiant Clifford with his rapier's point made issue from the bosom of the boy. And if thine eye can water for his death, I give thee this to dry thy cheeks withal. Alas, poor York, but that I hate thee deadly, I should lament thy miserable state. I prithee grieve to make me merry, York. What? Hast thy fiery heart so parched thine entrails that not a tear can fall for Rutland's death?
As I wend to the shores I know not, as I list to the dirge, the voices of men and women wrecked, as I inhale the impalpable breezes that set in upon me, as the ocean so mysteriously rolls toward me, closer and closer, I too but signify at the utmost a little washed up drift, a few sands and dead leaves to gather and merge myself as part of the sands and drift. Oh, baffled, balked, bent to the very earth, oppressed with myself that I have dared to open my mouth, aware now that amid all that blab whose echoes recoil upon me, I have not once had the least idea who or what I am, but that before all my arrogant poems, the real me stands yet untouched, untold, altogether unreached, withdrawn far, mocking me with mock congratulatory signs and bows, with peals of distant, ironical laughter at every word I have written, pointing in silence to these songs and then to the sand beneath.